28 days later, 20 weeks later, 20 years later, 28 decades later? Do you think we go that far? Hi, my name is Muzz, and welcome to Game and Gain, where we are trying out something a little bit different. Alright, we're going to try this out and see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then I know I wanted to make this video for a while and I've just kind of ran out of time. I think obviously I would like to have done it a different way, but we'll try it out tonight and see how it goes. I am going to be looking at the 28 years later trailer, purely because it is one of the best film trailers that I have seen in a long time, and I will tell you why that is as we go through it. And maybe it is because I'm biased, because I think 28 Days Later holds such a kind of special place in my heart. It is definitely one of the first zombie films, definitely, and maybe one of the first horror films I'd ever seen. And it's kind of set me on this journey where horror is one of my favourite genres. So I think I owe a lot to that film. 20 weeks later, I don't remember it as fondly, if I'm being honest. I think 20 Days Later is a far superior film. 20 Weeks Later was a good, it's more action packed, but I want to, really looking forward to 28 Years Later. So we're just kind of going to go through the, I don't know how this is going to work out, to be honest. We're just going to watch the trailer. I'll maybe stop it. I'll maybe just talk over it. I don't know. This is the fun of trying something new. Why not try something new, you know? So I'm going to move because we're going to be using the TV. I'm not going to edit it in, I know. I've just run out of time to actually do that. I was supposed to record yesterday, but I got caught up doing some things. So if I do this again, I will do it that way. But for just now, we're just going to watch it on my TV and kind of talk over it. So I will move and then we'll get started. Hello. So I am just off to the side here, as you saw my foot flash there. Let's try this. Let's give it a go. So, interesting intro. Oh, got to get the Teletubbies in there. Dipsy was my favourite. I believe that was the green one. So again, kind of giving us a recap of what had happened previously. It began with all the death and the rage, and now we are into the years. Now, the reason that this trailer, I think, just gets me is this backing track. The poem that is being spoken over here, I think, just is fantastic, and it really just enhances everything in the trailer. I don't think the actual, what they show in terms of the visuals or the attacks or anything like that, it is this poem that is being read, which I just looked up, is actually, it was written way back to do with British infantrymen in the Boer War in South Africa, and it's actually meant to be read as if they're marching. So that is quite an interesting fact for you. But yeah, let's let this play a little bit more, and I'll kind of talk about maybe individual scenes, but kind of setting the tone, like they've actually managed to kind of keep a bit of the land safe. So that's what's coming across here. Oh, just this, it just builds and builds. Just build, yeah, really enjoy this. Good trailers always have that build up, and it's interesting that it's not music, it's words that are being kind of repeated over and over again. And then you've got obviously Danny Boyle, so that hits you with it. Just very scenic and like good horror moment. This one, yep, you think he's dead, comes alive, definitely. Good shots. So there is survival. Oh, I wanna highlight that part actually with the. I actually want to pause it on that beast looking thing. So this. So, what do we think? An animal? Do we think it's an animal? Because we know. Did we know that the animals can carry it? Does it look like a human? Does it look like a bear? I'm trying to figure out what it actually is, to be honest. But it looks like it's been dead for a long time. But opposed to the other kind of zombies that we see, this one looks big and chunky. The other ones look really like malnourished and skinny. Again, just the words escalating, getting more stressed. And then we have the classic cut out into the action. This is it. The visuals here actually, I will say, the visuals here are pretty striking and really really interesting. Definitely gives off cult vibes. Will definitely be. I think there'll be a cult to maybe worship or use the zombies in a certain way. I think that's what I'm getting at here. There's Ray Fiennes, what an actor. Well, I actually don't know the tagline. What will humanity... there's Cillian Murphy. That's the whole rumour, isn't it? Let me try and pause on that, it was quite quick. It's coming up. Oh, yep, got it. Smashed it. Yep, definitely Cillian Murphy in this. Absolutely uncanny resemblance to him. I actually do hope we do see Cillian Murphy in this. That would be pretty special. Maybe he's the leader of the cult. That could be pretty cool. But it's interesting how we see the community that seems to have survived moved back to bows and arrows. Maybe they do. Well, they obviously had bigger guns, but maybe going out hunting, they obviously know that sound attracts them, so they want to try to keep it nice and quiet. Whereas there is still like a military presence. I'm going to actually come back while I'm speaking, just ride out the rest of this trailer. Oh, can't wait for the date. Right, I'll come back in. I'm back. So there is a lot in this trailer that I obviously really like. As I talked about, the deal, not the deal breaker, the thing that gets me hyped is the words, the backing track, that kind of escalation of the poem, the delivery of it, how it gets more frantic, more unhinged towards the end, with the action becoming a lot more exciting as well. They are really, I think it'll be interesting to see, because this will be, I think, is this the first time I've kind of seen this kind of like evolution of 3 trilogies, where it's like you've seen the initial, like what has happened in the initial stages of the infection, then we look later into 28 weeks, so like half a year later, and now we're looking miles into the future to see what they are actually looking at. So very intrigued to see where they go with that. Obviously the bone structures, definitely think they're going to be part of a cult that I think maybe could have manipulated or figured out how to kind of use the zombies in a certain way, or the rage monsters, whatever you want to call them. And just a trailer that I think Sinners had a good trailer until they bloody showed me what I was actually... I'm really into Sinners trailers, and then they actually showed what was in the film, and I'm like, oh, come on, just let it lie. We don't need to know. But this one, as soon as I saw it, and I would have saw 28 years later. Anyway, regardless, but just how well it was done, how well the trailer was done, just I think really needed to be showcased on my channel. Just a thought. I wanted to try something new. You know, that's what this is about. This is a process that we're going through. We're trying new things. Let me know, watching it on my TV, or would you prefer to actually, I don't know how it's going to come out in terms of the sound. You might not actually be able to hear it. I just realised that because my mic is probably an oversight on my part, so you probably won't be able to hear the sound. Go watch the original trailer, and then you can kind of get what I'm looking at if you've not saw it already. But anyway, yeah, that just let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Is this trailer, very good, fantastic, in my opinion, or is it just an alright trailer and you're already interested in going to see 28 years later anyway? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below, and if you've made it this far, let's like the video, let's subscribe. We're almost at 200, so close to 200. Let's get to 200 by my birthday, which is July the 12th. So a month to get to 200. We can do it. We can do it. Anyway, all that's left to say is any thoughts, comments, general hostile remarks, leave them below. Thank you very much. Bye bye.